Jonathan Sweeney from Eastfield College Automotive. Just wanted to bring you another video about thermistors. So we're going to be looking at this 2007 Chevy Tahoe here. We're going to be looking at the engine coolant temperature sensor. Before we move on to looking at the sensor, let's go ahead and look at what a thermistor is. A typical thermistor is just a resistor that changes its resistance with a change in temperature. Now, there's typically two different kinds of thermistors. We're going to look at both of them real quick. A PTC thermistor is one that as the temperature goes up, the resistance goes up as well. And an NTC thermistor, as temperature goes up, the resistance goes down. Now, this particular vehicle here is going to be an NTC thermistor. That means as temperature increases, resistance is going to go down. So what we're going to do is we're going to hook up our picoscope, and we're also going to hook up our Autoenginuity scan tool so that we can see this live as the PCM is receiving those signals and processing it, and then we're going to get to see that turned into a temperature by the PCM. So give me just a moment and I'll show you how I connected that. So what I want to do here is show you how we hooked up the picoscope. Of course, we went ahead and put the ground to the ground there of the alternator bracket, and we went ahead and chose one wire, the power wire, going to the thermistor, the engine coolant temperature sensor. I want to go ahead and take this time to let you know that I do have a lot of time on the screen on my Pico, 50 seconds per division, so that we can catch this thing warming up. As well as I went ahead and put a 10 hertz filter on it per the suggestion of Pico Automotive Self-Guided Tests. So we're going to go ahead and crank it up and see what happens. So this is the ECT waveform you'll see. It goes from about 3 volts to about 1.5. This is without the filter applied. Once we see the filter applied, you can see very clearly that it went from about 3 volts to about 1.5 volts. Full range there. It is a good signal. There is no jagged ups or jagged downs, sharp ups or downs. There is no dropouts. Where the voltage goes in one direction or the other completely at 0 or 5 volts. And you see that it is nice, pretty waveform once the filter has been applied. So all in all, this is a good waveform for an ECT, engine coolant temperature sensor.